Good morning, guys. Welcome back to the channel. I'm not going to say a lot. My name's John Paul and this is The Seated Gun. So welcome everyone. If you're new to the channel, of course, a great big warm welcome and hello to you. We're not warm, I can assure you of that. And we have gone from blizzard, polar extremity to now gusting winds and absolutely, yeah, smashing it down. But we're looking forward to a great day. We've travelled up here last night. We are just at the sort of tip of Shropshire, not far from Bridgnorth. And today we're going to be shooting the Davenport House Estate with Oliver Davies Sporting. Put that link below so you can check them guys out. Yeah, I'm not going to say a lot, guys. We have come up, as I said, we came from Wales. It was absolutely freezing, absolutely phenomenal topography, but we were literally nearly knee-high in snow there. And what we've done now is we've come to the joys of, I can't say North Wales because we're not North Wales, but we're not a million miles away. And it is wet, windy, and still bloody freezing. But we're going to try and bring you everything as we always do, with lots of bits from 360 and, of course, the new Keeper Cam. So stay tuned, guys.
Good morning, welcome. We probably won't be hanging around for sunny vista photographs today, but hopefully that might make the birds fly a little bit more sharper today, so a bit of fun nonetheless. My name's Ed. I shall be looking after you today, along with Chelsea, who's over at the bar there. My job is to get you back here happy and safe, but not dry today. So please, I think we're all experienced guns here, please observe safety, please make sure there's plenty of sky. There should be plenty of birds to shoot at, so just shoot at the safe ones. Thank you very much. We're 10 guns today. We will be numbering left to right, so I think that's it. Lovely. Well, let's have a great day, a bit of fun.
This morning, guys, we have trekked to Shropshire borders. Put some wipers on because it's absolutely smashing down with rain. We are now just heading on to the first drive, where we're going to pick up the mule, and we're going to be in the mule for the rest of the day. So while we had the opportunity and it wasn't vibrating, I thought we'd do a little bit of in-car footage for you. So yeah, we're here today with Oliver Davies Sporting. So if you recall, we shot the Soddington Estate, which will be on our last film actually, and that was sort of on the Worcestershire borders. Had a lovely little day up there. We were a little bit out of it on a couple of the drives, purely just due to the fact of the way that the wind was, as in there wasn't any wind and the birds really didn't come across us. So today we've certainly got plenty of wind, because we are right in the middle of Storm Bert. So as I've said previously, we left the joys of Wales and the Polar Express down there, and we've now come into rain and wind and Storm Bert. So it's going to be pretty interesting, to say the least. There's been quite a bit of rain last night, which we all know pheasants don't like getting wet. So the keepers are going to have a bit of a job today to get them birds up. But it's sort of, I can't say it's raining, but it's sort of spitting and drizzling, and it's just bloody miserable, to be quite honest. But we're going to keep everything crossed, and with a bit of good fortune, we're going to see some really nice birds, and hopefully, beautiful house. Hopefully it will allow us to follow on from our Welsh expedition, where we were taking some stonkers down. So fingers crossed, lots of wind and no rain, please. So drive one, and as you will be able to see, whilst you're all wrapped up in the warm, probably in front of roaring fires, coffee, bacon rolls if you're watching it in the morning, or just after your evening meal, we're freezing our socks off and getting absolutely peed on. And I'm blaming our photographer, Thomas. Tom wanted rain. He wanted to take pictures in the rain for some unknown perverted reason, God knows why. But anyway, we have got rain right in the middle of Storm Bert. Couldn't write it. 2 foot of snow middle of this week, so now 2 foot of rain. It is absolutely smashing it down. It's a horrible mizzle, drizzle, just getting in everywhere, and it's cold as well. Anyway, we've moaned enough. For everyone at home, blame this man. He wanted rain.
Sorry.
What,
really
some
sorry.
Perverted aversion to wanting to shoot photos in the rain.
We just wanted a bit of atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
That's all it was.
Can you write? Now we've heard it all. Atmosphere's 40 degrees in a beach.
Yeah, we've fallen out with you, Tom.
Hey.
We've fallen out with you. We had got some dry weather, but not anymore.
Oh.
It could be worse. It could be -2 and raining.
Are we live on peg? How that wind's stopping those birds flying forwards, look.
Yeah.
Oh, come on. Well, I think what'll happen is they'll come out of that cover crop, and I think where they're blanking that in from over there,
Yeah.
they're pushing all that across, and then that cover crop, you can see it just running over the top of the bank.
Yeah.
They're going to blank that in from there, and then they're going to push it down through that bit that you can see there. So they should, in reality, come straight forward or down that hedge line. So it'll be it'll be left to right crosses or driven. Trouble is, we've got some with these telegraph cables here. We don't want to be shooting through those.
Oh, superb. Yeah.
I can't. Dropping them all over the show. Very difficult, actually. That's the way they're flying. Look, sideways on. Very, very difficult to get on these. Sideways on. Very difficult. Darling, I need some more shells. Please. Sharpish, I've got one left. That's it, I'm done. Cartridged out. My hands are killing me.
You think yours are?
Well, I wasn't expecting that many birds, I have to be honest.
No.
Very difficult shooting. Very. Properly being... Whoa, whoa, up! Give me the box.
Go back.
Oh, JP. Bang on the money.
Yeah. Such a barrel. There we go, there's a whistle. Yeah, I was going to say, but sometimes if you're on the edge.
Yeah, you don't.
I wasn't expecting that many. I brought a box of cartridge. I thought there'd be plenty with the way the wind was blowing. But no, they flew great, didn't they? So guys, first drive here at Davenport House. Nipper's Bank it's called. And we've been back gunning. So we're at the bottom of ultimately a very, very gradual field that comes down to the hedgerow before it goes into the next one. And it's banking up, I should think, not even 15 metres. Got some cover crop on this left-hand side, but then that cover crop goes all the way around to the other side. So you'll probably get to see some of that on the 360. And I have to say, I wasn't expecting that many birds. And the birds that came out of here were absolutely great. I mean, massively helped by the wind, making it an extremely, extremely challenging task to try and actually connect. Because the way the wind's blowing is they're flying, trying to fly straight, they're being pulled sideways, so they're actually turning into the wind to then try and fly back across us. So they're flying sort of sideways on, sort of like a slide fly. And yeah, wow. But very happy. We took about a dozen birds on this left-hand, on this right left-hand side, so left to right crossers. We had a couple of nice driven birds as well. So yeah, all in all, we're pretty happy with those. So yeah. As I said, we are shooting in Storm Bert, so the camera's already gone one way, and we've already lost bits and bobs, and we made rookie errors where I didn't think there was that many birds, so we only brought one box of cartridges, and we literally ran out. And then in addition to that, my fingers are frozen, but I refuse to put gloves on. I'm being serious, I'm being tough. No jackets coming out today. I refuse to get the wet weather gear out, even though it's absolutely smashing it down. So we're going to strive on. We're going to stay tough, and yeah, what a great start to the day. So we're here at drive 2 Davenport House, and it's a drive called Poplars. So we took a little bit of a drive round compared to everyone who walked basically from drive 1 across the bridge and a little bit of brook to drive 2. So we took it the long way round, as we were in the mule, of course. So sorry, I'm just watching some birds break over there. Yeah, we took the mule, which brought us round to here. We're basically sat in the bottom of what would be the field. We've got a big, vast volume of copse in front of us full of poplar trees, which is hence the name, poplars. And ultimately the cover crop and the maize crop is just at the back. So what they're going to be doing is they're going to be flanking them, blanking them in from both sides and pushing it from the back, bringing them over. So with a bit of good fortune, we've got a bit of cover as well because of all this sort of trees and bracken and things. So we're hidden just behind it. It's still bloody freezing. Yeah, it should be a good drive. Certainly drive 1 was a great drive. So we can't knock that.
Yeah.
4.
Needed more shooting juice for that one.
Just twisted him a little bit, I think.
Remember what Sean said?
Yeah. Bumbelly beak. Bumbelly beak. So one of the things we were just talking about was, obviously, you know, when you've come from sort of extreme stuff, like we've been doing in Wales, you know, birds are anywhere between sort of 60 and 80 metres, sometimes plus. And then you come to, ultimately, you know, a shoot where the birds are still very sporting, but they're 35 to, say, 45. It's resetting yourself to ultimately make sure you're back on the bumbelly beak route, shall we call it. And just making sure you can get on them, which we just did. Where we are on this drive, we're sort of at the back of, as I said, a set of woods, so it's quite hard to actually see the birds until the last minute, which is quite nice because sort of a bit of snap shooting. But then in the same angle, it's also, with the wind that's blowing today, it's quite challenging to actually pick a line, because obviously once you've actually seen them, you've really only got one shot. That's all you've got. You know, there's not a lot more time to get a second one off. But you know, it's what it's all about. And every day's a school day, as Mr. Bramley would say. We keep referring to Mr. Bramley. Of course, if you haven't seen episode 1 of Mr. Bramley giving us some tuition, then click somewhere up there and you'll be able to see that and hear about all of his techniques and all of his traits and getting it better on the flush birds. Obviously, we've got more episodes coming, so stay tuned for more with Mr. Bramley. Is that the whistle? Yeah, it is. Oh. So, drive 2, Poplars. Strange drive, and I think probably we were probably just fractionally out of it a little bit, purely and simplistically because the wind is blowing the birds in a direction that I don't think it normally would. I think if you were probably here without this wind today, I think you'd probably have a hell of a lot more driven coming across from the maize crop and cover that's behind. But due to this wind, they were really blowing back So on this left-hand side over here, apparently there's some pens in there. So they were blown back across onto this side, which were right the other side of the trees, the other side, so out of range. And then the ones that came along this side here, we had a great gun, and I don't know who that was, just the other side of this hedge, that was certainly taking some cracking birds there. And you know, they were following sort of like a blow line of wind, or some sort of channel of wind going through and across to the other side. So again, very hard to see them. And as they are partridge, they're not stratospheric. So, you know, where we are, we've got sort of a hedgerow that's probably 15, I don't know, yeah, maybe, yeah, I think probably 3-4 metres tall. So, you know, to actually get over and actually be able to see them, to be able to get a line on them, impossible. But, you know, we took a couple of 3 partridge. You know, we missed a couple of birds that we should not have missed. Simple as that. But we did. But that's what this game is all about. However, you know, a nice little drive again, and we'll see what drive 3's got for us. So, drive 3 is called the Quarry. We're only going to do 3 drives today, partly because of the weather. The weather is now setting in a big way. So we're back to having lots of rain. It is getting very dark very quickly. I think that's due to the clouds filling with rain. But yeah, we're just going to do 3 drives. So had a good drive, first drive. Second drive, we were a little bit quiet, but just the way that the wind was blowing the birds. Huge covey of pigeons above us, which unfortunately, as we haven't had any game over us yet, we can't have a go at, but you never know, might be time yet. But yeah, we're going to do one last drive, and we're not a million miles off the bag, so everyone's obviously shot very straight, and a lot of birds have come down, so all good. I think while we're waiting, if we nip across to Robbie on the keeper cam as well, he'll be in the thick of it.
Okay, we'll start closing in. Kev, if you can catch us up, come the bottom side, we're just closing onto the back of the wood nice and steady. Get done.
Is that it? Did it blow?
No, it's a dog.
Oh, I thought someone had just blown that then. I was going to say, what? Oh, I did. I just heard that and I thought, oh, okay. I honestly thought that was a whistle then. Well, I did.
That's a short drive.
Yeah.
10 seconds in.
Go on. Shot. In front on both of them. Good bird.
Great shot.
Don't know where I am on these.
Tell you where you are.
Nowhere.
You're wet. I'm thinking you were back in the bath.
About right. I can't see shit out my glasses. About when one bird goes up, there's 23. Ah, in my ear. Oh, great. That's made me great, that has. Now it's just one I've got one partridge from there to there. It's just one smear of partridge. Another little hare, look. And it's just come back out the fence. It's trying to think, where the hell can I get away from these? Is that what he did?
My boys would be off. Oh.
So, drive 3 here at Davenport House. Yeah, we've had a great day here. We really have. We've got absolutely soaked and we're a bit muddy, but all the same, we've had a great day. We have joined one of their syndicates today just for the day. So we've been shooting with the syndicate team, which has been lovely. So we met some of these guys before. Nice thing is they've got all their families with them today because today's Saturday, of course. So, you know, they've got their babies, they've got their children out. The keeper's got his, you know, sons and daughters out. They're all helping and working dogs and picking up and doing all these nice things that the countryside offers, which is a real nice change to see young people out in the countryside rather than sitting at home in front of computers and iPads just swiping. So, yeah, it's been an absolutely great day. We've had a thoroughly great day. Please do click on that link below if you fancy coming to Davenport House and check out Oliver Davies Sporting. Of course, I'm sure Oliver will be able to squeeze you in if you fancy a bit of shooting up here. It is good shooting. We've had the wind behind us today, so it's been absolutely fantastic, and that certainly helped tremendously. Guys, please do share, like, and subscribe for more content. Give us that thumbs up, make some comments. Guys, we're going to be back with you really, really soon. All the best and take care. Take 100, finally. Me fire.
Yeah, that'll go in as well.
Jesus.
Love you, baby.